name's Marianne, and we're going to go through the on-site rehab full body stretch routine. There's a couple of key points before we get started. Remember to focus on your breathing and going to comfortable boundaries in your body as you breathe out. So we're going to start with the back, beginning with the neck. Just find a comfortable stance, just let your body relax, bend your knees, hands behind the head, allow your chin to drop to your chest, and take 3 to 5 deep breaths. And next, as you inhale your chin up to the sky. Again, taking 3 to 5 deep breaths. Good. Now remember, don't be afraid to move the rest of your body when you're stretching. That just allows you to release a bit further. Next, dropping the chin to the chest. You can bring the hand beside the head, and then just relax the ear to the shoulder, taking 3 to 5 deep breaths. And I find it helps if you close your eyes, just allows you to really relax as you breathe out. Then looking over one shoulder, you're going to bring your hand across your temple. Just exhale and rotate the neck across the body. Again, don't be afraid to move the rest of your body into your stretch. And as you breathe out and you get to that end range, just exhale and go a little bit deeper. Good, so those are all our neck stretches. Next we'll move to the upper back. So interlace the hands if you can. If you can't, grab your hands together, just push your arms out. And you're going to really round your upper back, like you're curling like a cat, and then breathe out. You can even rock back into your heels, really pushing that upper back as you extend the arms forward. Then as you inhale, bring their arms back, chin like you're yawning, and lift the chest up. Really stretching, reaching through your chest, opening your chest up. Good, then we're going to, again, find that nice comfortable stance, relax your knees. We'll inhale one arm up and then one arm across. So think like you're reaching one arm one way, one arm the other way as you push to the side, opening into your rib cage, and then just let your body kind of tip over to the side. 3 to 5 deep breaths. And again, go to those comfortable boundaries for you, so only going as far as it feels good in your body right now. Inhale up, and next we're going to exhale and twist. So this is the one where everyone always gets all confused, so just watch me for a second. Pretend like you're playing golf and you're going to swing all the way around. So just pivot your feet, rotate your whole back around, facing towards a wall or the railing, and then look over the opposite shoulder, breathing out. You can see I'm kind of pivoting my feet so you're not twisting your knees around. So don't be afraid to lift that back heel as you twist around. Nice. Next we'll go into the lower back. So really bend your knees here, relax the body. Again, when you get to that end range, don't be afraid to exhale and go a little bit further. So really focus like a ragdoll here where you drop your chin to your chest. Just roll down through the spine, let your head fall forward. Keep the knees bent. 3 to 5 deep breaths. Then when you come up, bend your knees, slowly roll up, especially if you have low blood pressure. Take your time so you don't get dizzy. Roll up, up, up. Bring your shoulders back. And now this one, we're going to bring our hands behind our hips, kind of where your butt is, just above that area. And then you need to spread your legs a bit, bring your legs a bit wider, bend your knees, push your hips forward, stretching through the front of your hips. And then exhale, going to that comfortable end range. Breathe out at the end. Inhale slowly up. And remember, go to your comfortable boundaries. Don't try and match my poses with what I'm doing. Just do what feels good in your body. Now step the feet a bit closer together, hands on your hips, stretching into the sides of the hips, and then shift your hips over to one side. And think like you're a teapot, you just kind of drop to the side, let your body relax. Feel that good side stretch into the hips and the lower back area. Inhale up and exhale over. Good, inhale up, just shake it all out. And we're going to move into the lower body stretch. So now I'll grab a mat and do the lower body stretches for the hips and the legs. So we'll begin with a lunge, stepping one leg forward. You're going to have a nice deep lunge in your front knee. You might need to bring your back knee back a bit so that most of your weight is in that front leg. And then you're just thinking of pushing your hips forward. You can even reach your chest up a bit, taking 3 to 5 deep breaths. And once you get to that end range, just breathe out and go a little bit deeper. Now from this stretch, I like to go right into the next one. By bringing your foot forward, wiggle it forward, point your toes up, and then you're going to exhale, either bring your hands down, or if you need a bench or a table or something beside your little chair, put your hands for balance, and then just exhale your chest down. Inhale, come up, and we'll switch sides. So our first stretch, when we lunge forward, is stretching into the front of your hip. And you can see as I breathe out, I kind of am going a little bit deeper each time. Inhale up. Again, wiggle your foot forward, point your toes up, and then exhale down. You can let your body just completely relax forward. So you're feeling this stretch all into your calves, your hamstring, maybe into even your lower back. From here, I like to plant the foot just to the side. And now we're working into the inner thigh stretch. You can have your foot down like I have it. You can keep your toes up, whatever is comfortable for you. Just feeling that inner thigh stretch. If you feel your knees are quite sensitive, you can also add another mat underneath, or you can put a pillow or a blanket underneath your knees. Switching sides. Next we move into our butt stretch, which is always tricky to get into. So for this stretch, start in a tabletop position, and then just bend one knee and slide the knee across to your opposite wrist crease. And then just bring your foot out to the side of it. You can either have both knees bent and just kind of fold forward into a figure four position over that front knee. Or if you like to have your back leg straight, you can straighten the back foot a little bit further out. So you can straighten the back leg, and then just come over that front knee, either staying up if you need a little bit more support or if that feels good for you, or else come down to your forearms and just relax the body over. I like to even stack my fists on top of each other sometimes, put it on my forehead, and then taking some nice deep breaths. Inhale up, and we'll switch sides. So show you from the other side. Start in the tabletop position, slide your opposite knee forward, and bring your foot out across a bit. I'll show you the variation you bend both knees, so just kind of sit back so you can see this figure four position in your legs, and then bring the body over that front knee, relaxing and just letting everything release to the floor. Breathe out. Inhale, help yourself up, and then we'll slide The feet together, letting the knees fall open. If you want, you can even rest your back against a wall or something just to support your back. And then letting your knees go down as far as they're comfortable. And I know mine are just going down to the floor easily, but if you're having a little bit of trouble, you can bring your hands or your elbows onto your legs. And then just think of pushing your elbows into the legs, giving a little extra pressure. And then just find those deep breaths and relax and release. And those are the floor stretches with the mat, and we'll come back up to standing for the rest of the leg and hip stretches. Okay, we'll move into the rest of the leg and hip stretches. So you can grab a chair, but if you have like a counter or a railing or something, that would work even better. We're going to cross the inside leg over the outside, so you can kind of lean into that outside leg now. And then reach the arm up and over, stretching, reaching through your rib cage, down into your hips and your IT band. Good, switching sides. So cross the inside leg over the outside, lean into that leg now, stretch the arm up and over. Inhale up. Now you can grab the wall if you need support, or try and work on your balance. Grabbing your foot and then pushing your hip forward for your quad stretch. Or if you can't quite reach for your foot, you're going to grab your chair or a railing or something, windowsill. Bring the back of your foot onto the chair. And then just think of pushing your hip forward, getting that good leg stretch. Switching sides. And we'll move into the calf stretch. So if you have a step, you can use a step or a wall. Bringing your toes up and then lean your hips into the wall to get that good stretch to the back of the leg. Other side. Now move into the shoulder and arm stretches. So we'll grab that counter, the railing, and you're going to lean your hips back, really letting your shoulders relax and release as you let your bum kind of drop down to the floor. slowly up. Then we reverse the hands, so fingertips face forward, hands behind you. Think of squeezing your elbows together behind you so that opens the chest up nicely. And then we gently lower the hips down if that's comfortable for you. It just allows your body to kind of release into the stretch so you're not creating tension in your shoulders. You're kind of just letting go by letting gravity help you with the stretch. Okay, moving into more shoulder stretches. This time you're going to have your thumb facing up. Place your thumb on the wall. Again, thumb facing up. Then you can start with your fingers just tented. Slowly begin to flatten your hands against the wall once you get there, if that's comfortable. Then the next step, if you can get that, straighten through the elbow. And then after that, if you're comfortable, you can start to turn the body away from the wall. And if that's still too easy for you, you're going to lean your weight into the same side of the arm that's on the wall. And take a few deep breaths. Good. So that awesome one if you have a lot of rotator cuff issues. It also really stretches into that radial nerve that comes up the arm. I don't know if I just used the right term, so we might just cut that out. Radial or brachial? The brachial nerve. So again, let's do that on the same side. So the thumb is facing up onto the wall. See if you can flatten your palm. And then straighten through the elbow. And again, if that's where you stop, just stop there and breathe. You can go a bit deeper, start to turn your body away from the wall, and then lean into that same leg as the arm that's on the wall. It's the same side. Deep breaths again. Good. I hate this one because Dean does it so weird. So you have your classic gym shoulder stretch next. We bridge the arm across. Now the way that Dean likes to explain it, kind of bring your shoulder forward and then reach it all the way across. Don't be afraid to turn your body with it. Get that fuller rotation out and then feeling the stretch through the side of the shoulder. Don't forget that breath out, so reach the arm forward and across, around. Awesome. Now for everyone who has migraines and all that tension through your neck, we're going to stretch into that nice muscle that gets tight from driving and getting stressed out. So this is a tricky one to explain, so I'll show it to you in steps. We're going to start by bringing one hand back. So your elbow is going to go into the wall. So elbow into the wall, and then let the shoulder blade just kind of relax back. Bring your opposite hand onto the back of your head, and then look down to your armpit. So you can stay in that stretch. Allow yourself to kind of really release into the wall. Maybe I can show you with someone that I can just lean into to give you the same effect. Okay, so we're going to put the elbow into the wall, right? Let your shoulder blade fall back. So think of really falling into the wall, and then the opposite hand comes across the head and look down to your armpit. And keep leaning, releasing into the wall. I think that'll look good. Okay, so grabbing either like the edge of a wall here, we're going to stretch into the pecs, more of a diagonal stretch. So bring your hand up and back, step the same leg forward as the hand that you have up, and then you're going to walk your fingertips up and back, lean into that front leg, and look away, opening through that front of the chest. Going to that point that feels comfortable for you. So just walk your hand up as far as you feel you can do that. Same leg as arm that's up. Leaning forward, lunge forward. Okay, and our last stretch. It's nice if you have, again, a corner of a wall that you can use. You're going to put your palm on that corner, step the same leg forward, bend your elbow, and then push into the wall to open again through the chest, just in a different way. Now to the other side. Make sure you're still breathing deeply, 3 to 5 deep breaths. Good. So again, my name is Marianne. That's the on-site rehab full body stretch routine. Remember to do a warm-up if you can before I do the stretches. And it's good to do it a few times a day, and any of the stretches you feel you need to do more of, don't be afraid to do those ones a few more times a day, throughout the day, anytime